Yeah, I am the tax man here on AM560.
God, I'd love to
the
see
Answer.
you. I would love to watch you do karaoke.
I would never karaoke.
Really?
I have never karaoke'd.
You wouldn't even do a Tay-Tay song?
What if between today and next week, 500 people go to freeirsbook.com and request your book? Will you do some karaoke?
Yes. The answer is yes, but I know that's not going to happen, so that's why I'm not. That's what I'm going to say.
If we could get 500 people to go on there
freeirsbook.com
and receive a free IRS book from freeirsbook.com, we will get video up next week of Attorney Steven Leahy doing karaoke in studio.
I will sing my song. I will sing my heart out. Okay, but anyway, I'm here with our suggester, technical producer Deborah Schreiner, her accomplice Jim Leahy, and you, the listener.
And now here's that man with a head just crammed full of knowledge, Mr. Know-It-All.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Know-It-All, the segment where Attorney Steven Leahy gives us his infinite wisdom on all things taxes. And this week, we are going to take a step into the cyberverse. Well, the internet.
Is there such a thing?
No.
Okay, so
it's all made up.
The internet is filled with
Al Gore created the
truth,
internet,
right? The internet is filled with truth.
Everything on the internet's truthful.
Well,
not really, but here's that. I don't know if everybody knew this, but Attorney Steven Leahy has a YouTube channel. That's right. You can go over to the law office of Stephen A. Leahy, PC. You can subscribe and receive updates whenever videos are uploaded.
And we upload
which
videos
is
pretty regularly.
Probably about 3 or 4 times a week we upload videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I was clicking on one of the videos, 433 forms. How does that help dismiss my IRS debt? And again, you can look that up on just going to YouTube and type in 433 forms. How does that help dismiss my IRS debt? And see this question. And the question is, okay, so what happens when you fill out that form and then a few months later your income drops drastically? Can you fill out a new form? And Attorney Steven Leahy responds to those questions.
So I did respond. What did I say there, Jim?
The answer is yes. The IRS can only determine your disposable income based on historic documents. If your situation changes, you will have to change the agreement or default. However, it isn't always easy, but nothing with the IRS is easy.
Now, I'm going to comment on this, my comment on my comment, okay, because this is true in that, and I get this a lot from people. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. My job's probably changing, and I'm really not going to make this kind of money that I'm making now later, and I can't really, but that's all speculation. You can't prove that to the IRS. The only thing you can prove is what's happened, historical facts. So I could prove what my income has been for the last 6 months, right? That's easy to prove. That's simple. But I can never prove what I'm going to make in the next 6 months. Now, I have in some occasion maybe used an employer letter that says, that we're closing in 2 months and you're going to lose your job. That might be helpful. That might help future. But that's already, again, that's a historic document. It's already been created and they're moving, and that's a set fact. You're not speculating. But yes.
But you really did hit the nail on the head with that answer. And I think it's great, too, that you're able to answer these listeners' questions through in means of YouTube, through a different avenue like YouTube. I have another video right here. Can you discharge your taxes in bankruptcy? And someone had a comment. It was like a question comment type deal where wouldn't the IRS have levied your bank account and seized property before the 3 years is up where you could file bankruptcy? Because, again, you were talking about different things that you have to do. Different.
The first rule is that it's got to be more than 3 years old. The tax must be due more than 3 years ago, and that's what I said in the video, and that's what they're.
And then your response to that, though, was that's why you need to take action. I'm sorry, I'm getting stuffed up here, so please
go ahead.
Thank you. That's why if you can prove to the IRS you can't pay them, for example, the IRS may place you in currently not collectible status. If that happens, you could wait out a 3-year period. You could wait out the 3-year period free from IRS collection actions. Then file for protection to discharge the tax debt Just one example.
Well, this is why I talk to people whenever you're going to file bankruptcy and you owe the IRS money, to make sure that you do an investigation to make sure that it's going to be dischargeable. Because I've people come to my office, they filed for bankruptcy, and then they find out that they still owe the IRS. They say, well, that's why I filed bankruptcy, is to get rid of the IRS. Well, not all tax debt is dischargeable. You have to be very careful. And so when
there are strategies that you can do, and that's what you're talking about. So I think the point, again, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Know-It-All answered for us this way. Is there a way that I can see past questions that you've answered on the internet? What
I would suggest, though, I have go to free IRS videos. We always talk about freeirsbook.com. Free IRS videos.
I would say let's make it simple. Go to YouTube, look up Law Office of Steven A. Leahy, PC. Okay, subscribe. You're going to be able to watch the uploaded videos, and you're going to be able to be able to take a look at a lot of those comments and questions that listeners have. Yeah, well, we have a lot of videos up there, and I mean because I'm part of this venture with you. We have put a lot of videos.
I hope that answered your question.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All. I'm sure this segment will be up on YouTube. I'm sure that'll happen. I might be even talking to the YouTube audience right now. So remember, Opem Tax Resolution is there for you. 312-664-6649 or visit ChicagoTaxTeam.com. It's going to be your hub to fight the IRS. Remember, go over to YouTube. Take a look at all of our past videos, and you can ask your questions away there, and we'll answer them. Sounds great, right? Well, listen to our sponsors. Come right back on AM560, The Answer.